Hi, everybody. I wanted to share some information with you all um, about Marfoogle News and Marfoogle TV. It's a Psyops, and I think you all need to know there's about 142,000 of you subscribing to one of his channels, and almost 100,000 to the other. And I know there's a share of people between the two, but you're all being shammed. And I know there's some other channels who've tried to stick up against him and tried to debate what he was about, and they're absolutely correct. And I'll tell you how I know, because I personally know what they did to me. Um, and I'm going to explain that to you. And it's just disgusting. They're people, they're not human beings. And they're attacking targeted individuals. They're attacking people that want help from the way they're being treated by people in this world. And it's like a wolf in sheep's clothing, basically leading the sheeple, down the wrong path. They try to make it look like a family thing, and they even go as far to do meetups in every state so that they exactly know where you're at. It's bad enough YouTube knows. Don't subscribe to this channel. If anything, share this. Let people let humans know what's going on. Or anybody that you know that's affiliated with that channel. Basically, this is how I know. There was a few things that I started recognizing at first. You're not supposed to fearmonger people, and that's what he does. It sticks out like a sore thumb. He fearmongers. That's to get you, and he does these, like, it's like halfway clickbaits, to get you interested. And then he fearmongers. You shouldn't have to fearmonger somebody to tell the truth. Never. So if anybody's fearing you, it's to manipulate you, or it's one of them. Either way, it's a way both. That's the biggest thing he does, for one. For two, um, he was he was he was bragging and boasting that he's like the number one show on YouTube, and he's not the number one show on YouTube. He even said on the planet, if he's a human being and he's a god, he wouldn't both be that arrogant. Um, there's no way. Um, for three, he claimed he moved out of Washington, and most of you that are his followers, he was he was emphasizing on the Cascadian subduction zone, which is it's a conglomerate of earthquake faults that go through Washington, Oregon, California, down the west coast, and then it scoops over to Arizona in that direction. And he was claiming, oh, my house fell a couple inches, and that, we can't live here. And he even claimed that he was targeted, okay? And I'm a targeted individual. I'll go more into this in a minute. He said that he had to move, he had to get out of there. There's too many things happening with earthquakes in Washington and the rest of the place. He's getting out of the West Coast. And he moved 21 hours away. This guy actually tells everybody, then he goes all the way back to Washington and makes a video out of the house that he's at. Oh, it's lightning strikes on the ground and everything. And no one's getting it that's watching it, that, hey, this guy's in his house or somebody's house. It's probably his own house. He's saying he left Washington. I think it's a big agenda to make people to leave or push him out. Um, and I think there's probably something that's more than likely going to happen to the West Coast. But anyways, um, and then there was issues when I called. I'm personally a targeted individual. I called, and the person that answers his phone is Dex. Those of you that watch him know that Dex answers the phone and interacts with him on his shows. Well, Dex answers the phone when I called, and I asked him. I said, I'm being targeted. Is there any way you can help me to get this to stop? I've been targeted for 10 years. And he tells me, why don't you call the FBI? And I told him, the FBI, really? Well, you really think they're gonna stop the targeting. He claims he knew somebody there. Yeah, I know such and such a person. And I told him, I go, the FBI doesn't stop targeting. Anybody that's supposed to be, they claim they're in the know and know about targeting and that the government's doing this and the government's doing that. They would know the FBI wouldn't do anything about it. They wouldn't be on that side. They talk against them on their show. Everything that they stand for, they're talking against. So, they would know that. And I called him out on it. And then he saw, well, what email the address? I'm running a show here, da 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 da. And rushed me off the phone. Well, he never sends an email. And the next night I go to watch each of their shows. And I went to go make a comment just for the heck of it. And I'm blocked. I'm automatically blocked. Because they're afraid that I would say something to all you watchers about who they are and what they're doing. Another thing I noticed, I'm sure you've heard of Snafu Snaps. He's a little brother that he's like one of the channels he tries to help out on the show. And Snafu Snaps is like a spin-off of his show. And one of the things Snafu Snap was starting all this drama with Shauna that used to be on his show, on Marfoogle's show, and she used to kind of was like in the place of Dex, and he let her go, and supposedly she's causing all this riffraff, and then they got this shit show going on with her and Snafu Snaps, and everybody's telling Snafu Snaps, if you're anything of God, which you guys claim you are, and they also claim they're of God, that they follow God and they follow Jesus, and people are calling them out. If you claim you're part of God, you claim you're part of Jesus, why are you sitting here getting angry and fighting with her, and act like she's not there? And he tells everybody, all right, and he keeps constantly attacking her. It's like never ending. And then he even attacked Richie from Boston, RFB. He's like one of the biggest truthers YouTube, calling out and attacking him. It's like, you don't attack the same side. None of this adds up. Their 2 + 2 definitely does not equal 4. And they just look like a bunch of idiots. The more that comes out of their mouth, the more you can see what they are. But for those of you that don't know, this is what you're dealing with. They're Psyops. They're trying to get a feel of who's with them, who's against them. They're bad news. Pass it around. Share this video, like this, get it around, get to the listeners. Please do tell them. I've also noticed Marfoogle. It was kind of strange. He's wear this tattoo. I don't know if he does currently, but it floats from one side of his neck. And then it's positioned to different sides, and then sometimes it's not there. It was just odd, But yeah, I'll be sharing more stuff in the future, and I'll let you know. I'm out.